K-pop covers are a slippery slope because it's very rare for groups to be able to really recreate the same magic that the originals had. Which makes this week's Queendom ranking super exciting, but also a little bit sad and slightly cringy. Now, it has come to my attention that some of you don't agree with some of my rankings. And to that I say, the robot voice is free, so you can make your own damn video.
And that's on that.
But yes, today we're going to be ranking the cover performances from round 2 of season 2 of Mnet's Queendom. And a fun fact, we actually did not manage to get this far for the Kingdom performances because I got really canceled. I've been super tame this time around though, but I'm walking a thin fucking line, my friends, because this week's performances were statistically 80% bad. So while you're here and while I'm still on this earth, why don't you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also join my Patreon channel members to have a cute Kevin emoji next to your name. And no, not Kevin from The Boys. This is a girl group stan account. And I wonder why Kingdom viewers hated me. Let us start off with 6th place. We have VIVIZ, who covered WJSN's Unnatural, which was released in 2021. So Unnatural happens to be a song that I really love based on how powerful the vocals are. The song just makes me feel a certain way. So when the performance first started and I heard that Spanish guitar, I was so excited to see what VIVIZ was going to do with it. After lots of flashing lights and flags, we see Inna through a mirror before it pans to Shinbi, and then in another part of the stage we go to Omji. And ultimately I have to say the concept is really exciting at first, and then it kind of died down for me. The power of the original song, I would say, was lost on this, and I totally understand. I know people are going to bring it up. It's important to, change the song and make it your own. Why would you just regurgitate what the original group did? That's not really fun. But I would argue to completely take away the killing points of the original and kind of not improve on them made me really not vibe with this performance. For example, I just feel like the vocals really didn't live up to, the powerful nature of the original, which is kind of the tricky part of covering a song, right? Because if I didn't know this was a cover, if this wasn't a cover, then the vocals wouldn't have been something in my head, right? If I didn't have the original to compare it to, then I wouldn't have brought up the vocals to begin with. But because we do have something to compare this to, there is a certain precedent that was set, and there are certain expectations that you'd have. And in some instances, maybe that would have been fine. If VIVIZ is not a really vocally based group, let's say they're a more dance-based group, then maybe I would have expected it more within the dance. But then also in those instances, I just felt like their presence really wasn't standing out to me. I think it would have been cool to turn this super powerful song into a more majestic song, because I feel like those two concepts really go hand in hand, and that's what GFriend, in my opinion, was known for. So though I was initially impressed with the Spanish guitar and the direction they were going, I would have loved to see more of what GFriend was originally known for. So for those reasons, they have ranked in 6th place. In 5th place, we have Loona, who covered Sistar's Shake It. Now, despite my absolute love for Sistar and Hyolyn, I have to say, as iconic as everyone says Shake It is, I don't like it. This performance starts off with 2 members at a bar, a fake bar, but you get the idea. I mean, some of the dancers literally don't even have glasses in their hand. They're doing cheers with nothing in their hands. But it's fine, because I love using my imagination. But then the unthinkable happens. There is a dashing young lad with 2-toned hair who is smitten by one member, but not the other one, which leaves her in shambles. But worry not, because her friends come and console her before they ultimately kick her off the stage, which is probably for the best. Because they themselves break out and dance, and I think this is the best part of the performance. It's my favorite part. They look so cool in their outfits, and the dancing is really amazing. The member in the middle of this dance performance is killing it. I'm in love. Please let me know in the comments who she is. Facial expressions, dancing, everything was on point. However, from that point on, I did really kind of lose interest. For one, Shake It really isn't that great of a song. I think I'll survive saying that. I don't think Sistar fans are out here terrorizing people. Old hags. I'm kidding. But that's not really important because there are quite a few covers of which I did not really know the originals. Was that a good sentence structure? I don't care. Don't correct me. But despite me not liking Shake It, what really is the killing point of the song is the powerful vocals and the butt dance, right? The butt dance, the summery vibes, the sexy and fun nature of it all is really what makes the song what it is. I won't say amazing. It's definitely the song's allure, right? Which obviously Loona changed the whole concept, which made it unrecognizable, which that is not an issue, right? We want to see what these groups have to bring to the table. But I just found the vocals didn't really live up to the original. It was more on the cute side, and there was just not really that main killing point that I was looking for. I couldn't really find what was alluring about the song anymore. I found this performance almost on the same wavelength as VIVIZ's performance. However, it definitely had more determining factors that made up for it. I found some members had really great energy and facial expressions. Like I said in the beginning, this dance I thought looked really cool. And I will say I definitely think it was going in the right direction with the retro nature of it. You know, for example, I would have made the concept a little bit more similar to Hairspray. I don't know if it's the same era, but to have more flowy dresses and more similar choreography to that style. That way, if you're changing the entirety of the concept of Shake It, you're taking away the sexy, cute summer nature of it. At least the choreography, in a sense, would still fit with the theme of Shake It, right? In fourth place, we have Brave Girls, who covered Kepler's only other song, Mask. So this was, of course, released in 2022. Kepler is not a very old group whatsoever. I'm obviously not going to berate them for that, because if Kepler doesn't have that many songs and Brave Girls does have a lot of songs, then why have we seen like 3 performances of Rollin'? I'm not mad. I didn't originally know how to pronounce the title. I thought the song was called Musk. I don't know. I didn't even like question why it was titled Musk. I just went with it. So Brave Girls start their performance in black and white with masquerade masks and perhaps a casino theme. We have suits and cards, and honestly, no offense to Kepler, but any group that would have gotten Kepler as a group that they had to cover would have been severely limited, because of course we already saw their Weather That performance. But you know what, honestly, at this point, with as much as we saw Rollin' being performed in this show, I feel like seeing Weather That performed a second time wouldn't have been that bad. But I digress. We're basically left with the only other song that Kepler has performed as a group as far as I know, and this is Mask, their B-side. And there's nothing necessarily against Mask, but I guess I could say I understand why it's a B-side. It seems like a nice song. I saw the original Kepler performance and I really liked their vibe. I liked how clean the performance was. I liked the concept. However, for Brave Girls, I just wasn't feeling the concept 100%. In fact, I really hated the concept. And here's the thing, Minyoung's voice makes me want to cry. It's so stunning, it's so beautiful. But within this performance, I feel like all the members' vocals weren't really enhanced or like showcased in a way that really made their voices stand out. Nevertheless, of course, I did love their energy. I think Brave Girls have really great stage presence, but it's one of those instances where I feel like regurgitating the original concept would have been really fun, because I just hate this era of retro, or I hate casinos, I don't know. So I would have just loved more of the original concept, because I have no doubt they could have went the more dark, sultry route and still brought forth their fun nature. But it was still fun. I just hated the concept, which is why they rank number 4. In third place, we have Kepler, who covered Rollin' and Pool Party by Brave Girls, which came out in 2017 and 2021 respectively. So again, I know we like to make fun of Kepler for having like 2 songs. Maybe that's just me. But this is indeed the 3rd time we've heard a Rollin' performance, right? Right, because in Brave Girls' opening performance, we heard the instrumental of Rollin', and then we had an actual performance of Rollin' by Brave Girls, and now we have Kepler performing Rollin'. And I'm not mad, because I love Rollin'. I don't know where I was going with that. Digressing! This performance starts off with an Alice in Wonderland vibe, with Yesa in a blue dress surrounded by whimsical things, before she goes into a lock structure and comes out in a pink outfit, and we have a more rock sound to everything. And above all, they do rank higher because I love the concept. This is literally top 2 concepts out of every single performance in this cover round. So keep that in mind. I loved the summer and underwater vibes, though despite the summer concept, it still felt vastly different from Brave Girls' Roland summer concept. You know what I mean? This was like cute summer. Brave Girls was more just summer. I don't know if that makes sense. Now, I do hate to say this, but as much as I love Roland, I did not love their rendition of it, at least within the first chorus. They really just turned it into a cute concept, and again, it lost the elements that made the song so popular. So if I said Roland was just like a proper summer concept, Kepler turned it into a cute summer concept, which I just felt didn't really fit the song, and it felt a little disingenuous. And I can say that with confidence because in the second chorus and even further into the song, they started to make it more and more their own, and I started appreciating it a lot more. Because these songs are obviously popular beforehand, we probably wouldn't have these same thoughts if these were just regular performances that we've never heard before. But because we have groups that we may or may not love that have cultivated these songs and made these songs what they are already, it's a slippery slope. We have these random fences where they did some cool moves, and then Kepler did what Kepler does best. They danced, and I really enjoyed it. So the reason I rank this higher than Brave Girls, even though I feel like I have a lot more shit to talk about this, I don't know. Again, concept was a lot better than Brave Girls in my opinion. I actually don't know because I feel like they put Hyolyn in a bubble. I can't look past that. I'm sorry. Now, everyone last week was mad at me for ranking Kepler high, but I just find them as a group like kind of upper middle ground. You know what I mean? Like they're technically good. And I feel like throughout all these performances, they're going to continue to be technically good. They seem very consistent in what they do. So in second place, we have Cosmic Girls and their cover of G-Friend's Nevilera. So this was originally released in 2016, and we start off this performance with the members' eyes covered in cloth with some blue tinted lighting, which then turns into a black and white scene with pops of red where we see a type of puppet choreography. However, not too soon after, it becomes more upbeat and we get to see the majestic nature that G-Friend songs tend to be, which I think is really important. Because up until now, as I've said, it feels like all of these covers have really completely disregarded the main things that made the original songs so amazing. But Cosmic Girls took that G-Friend magic, cultivated it, elevated it, and made it their own. Now, I'm not really sure what Cosmic Girls music is generally like. I only know Unnatural by them, but I do know that they didn't just regurgitate G-Friend's original song, nor did they just take the song and strip it away from everything that made it great. The amazing beat drop, the really cool rap part, I loved all those elements, and I loved the elevation of the original concept and how they ended up making it a little bit darker. It felt like a perfect ode to the original without being a direct copy and without dumbing it down to the point where you really lost interest in it. So with that said, I do think Cosmic Girls make a really great contender for second place. So now we have first place, which goes to none other than Hyolyn. So she covered Loona's So What, which came out in 2020, and Paint the Town, which came out in 2021. Now this performance, right off the bat, I could feel the magic. Not that it was like a magical concept by any means, but just the performance magic right off the bat. We have Hyolyn suspended in the air in a hoop with cat ears, and it didn't even look like she was tied to it. I'm surprised nobody got sued. And she just brought the whole package to the table. She brought choreography, she brought vocals, she brought facial expressions, she brought energy, and she did it all in heels. She made me cry. Honestly, her voice made me cry. She has such a powerful voice, and I think she did the song so much justice. Honestly, she was unrivaled in this round. There was no question that she would make #1 after this performance. I just feel like any group should be proud to have her cover one of their songs. I would honestly, I'm a gatekeeper. I wouldn't be mad if she covered a 21 song. I wouldn't be mad, because I know she would do an amazing job. She took Loona's song, and again, she kept what made the song great while making it her own and elevating it ever so perfectly. She changed the concept, but she managed to not strip the song from its fun nature, right? I mean, she's in a leather outfit, is like Catwoman vibes, right? She entirely understood the assignment, and I think 1000% she deserves first place. So that is basically it for this ranking. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Don't forget to argue with me in the comments about who you would have placed in number 1, number 6, all of that jazz. As for me, I'm gonna get going, but I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also subscribe. Did I say, fuck, what? You can also join my channel members by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It honestly means the world to me. And if I make it through this round, I will see you next round. Bye!